Hello guys, and welcome here to the Hitachi Truck Series. This is race number 5 here today from the Richmond Raceway. Boy, long time no see, guys. Of course, we ran 2 days ago at Martinsville. It was a very short weekend for these, or very short week for these Truck Series drivers. A lot of them just packed up their trucks and hightailed it here to Richmond from Martinsville. So, yeah, definitely some jet lag, I'm sure. These crews are probably exhausted. They are just ready to get this race over with. We will see how they attack it here today, as Max Anderson will start from the pole, and to his outside will be Mitchell Collins in that 52. Of course, this is the third day of 5 straight here on GCN. 5 straight races, or 5 straight days of races here on GCN. We had the Truck Series on Saturday at Martinsville. We had the Cup Series here at Martinsville on Sunday. We got this race today. We got the Lift National race tomorrow night. It'll be a half hour later start time than this race. That'll be at 8:15 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and then of course we have the Cup race on Wednesday night at 7:15. But of course, this is the first midweek showdown for the Hitachi Truck Series. It'll be the third one for the Cup and the Lift National coming up here. And some of these guys who are in the Truck Series that are not in the other series, you gotta imagine this is kind of new to them. So we will see how they attack it as well. We have had 4 different winners so far in the short stint to start the season. Could we make it 5? We'll find out in a moment, as we are going to show you, or we'll be right back with your starting lap in a moment. But before we show you that, let's roll the intro here on GCN. You are watching the Gaming Collaboration Network, home of the Jello Cup Series.
Oh man, through turns 3 and 4, we're going to have ourselves another photo finish, and I believe this time the 43 Tim Randolph will win at Daytona.
The Lift National Series. Here we go. They make their way through turns 3 and 4. The pace car will peel off. And for the first time ever, the Lift National Series is green here at Daytona. The Hitachi Truck Series. And here we go. The pace truck is gonna peel off. And for the first time ever in GCN history, we have a Truck Series, and we are underway under the lights here at Daytona in Tuesday night heat. Good start for us. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Here we go. The starting lineup will roll on the left hand side of your screen. And of course, as we get ready to get going here, they will have to pit at some point. We don't know when, but the pace truck is off, and it'll be Max Anderson and Mitchell Collins. They'll lead us to the green. We're underway at Richmond. And Max Anderson will lead the opening lap here at Richmond. Of course, the Truck Series before 2020 has not run here at Richmond in a handful of years, I believe since 2004, I want to say. Obviously, I know you guys will correct me on the premiere, and of course the guys watching this race will, I'm sure. But it'll be Max Anderson still leading. Another thing to keep in mind, the Lift National Series will run the same amount of laps tomorrow here at Richmond, so not much change for that race. One of the few races where they will run the same amount of laps. Right behind Max Anderson, there is a battle for second between Austin Horton and Mitchell Collins. And the next time we'll see these trucks will be Sunday. Yes, you heard it right. The Truck Series will run a Sunday showcase at Dover International Raceway. The Monster Mile. That, of course, will be a Sunday morning showcase. It'll be at 11:15 p.m. Eastern. It'll be one of the two Sunday showcases they will have in the month of October. I'm sure a lot of them looking forward to that. Some of these guys, though, like Max Anderson, Mitchell Collins, they're going to be exhausted at the end of Sunday because they'll be running Saturday in the lifter race at Dover. And then, of course, they'll be running this race Sunday, and they'll be running the Cup race a few hours later at Dover. See, for the time being, Max Anderson is kind of pulled away from second place, and you see they're kind of single file. There's really no battling going on. Oh wait, and I spoke too soon. Here goes Dylan Ibrahimian. This is for fourth on track, and we haven't talked much about Dylan Ibrahimian here on the truck side so far. He hasn't even really had a good... I mean, he's had a decent Cup start so far this season. We haven't talked much about him on the Hitachi Trucks side, and now he's in the top 5, running pretty well. A little further back, it looks like we got a battle for 6th. And it's between the 20th Sam Young and the 51, the Fairgrounds winner, Keith Stevens. And right behind Sam Young is his teammate Giorgio Stumu in that 02. And you can see he's really having to work him over here. Usually the outside not very good at these short tracks, but it's just so hard to pass on short tracks as it is. And Keith Stevens will battle back on the outside. He'll get 6th that time. Will he clear the 20? You see the 02 is going to follow the 51 high, and the 51 will be able to clear. So maybe the outside is starting to come in. Maybe it's starting to get rubbered up. And that's something we'll have to keep an eye on as the race goes on here. It's definitely starting to rubber up on that outside lane because the 02 just drove by his teammate on that outside lane. Good work there. While we watched that battle for 6th, there was a battle for 2nd, and Austin Horton is now the 2nd place driver. Max Anderson out to over a 2nd race lead. And he's going to want to lead as many laps as he can here. Keep in mind, we had mentioned Kevin Thomas won at Martinsville. We had said he had led every lap. He did not. He led the most laps, though, on his way to the win. And, of course, the big thing to keep in mind, I've mentioned it so many times throughout the course of the season, you don't want to be the one with 1 win and 5 playoff points when we get closer. And, of course, In the Truck Series, it's a very short regular season before the playoffs because it's only 23 races compared to the Lift National, which has 33, and the Jello Cup that has 36. So there's not much time to battle back. And of course, that means there's little room. I mean, like I said, one win and 5 playoff points might not get you in. Hence why you see Max Anderson trying to do everything he can here to lead the most laps in this race and get that playoff point. I don't even think 6 will necessarily do it, but at least it'll be a good starting point for that 99 team. See, the top 5 is essentially broken away, and you see Max Anderson is starting to slowly get reeled in by that 28. The FDNY Motorsport Chevrolet, and of course, we always want to thank our first responders, and of course, the Fire Department of New York on board of that 28. We always want to thank the first responders for all the work that they do. It seems like that 28 of Austin Horton's kind of stalled out there at about 4/10. We'll see if the 99 gets reeled in. We've reached halfway. Of course, these guys will have to pit, but when will that happen? No pit stops yet. I was thinking maybe some of them would split the thing 50-50, you know, the race 50-50 on the pit stops, but that is not the case. And Max Anderson slowly starting to pull away once again. Yeah, it looks like the 28's lost momentum now. But right behind is the 17 starting to wind up to try to pass Mitchell Collins there in the 52. That's going to be the big question. We do have a battle for 9th. Or rather 10th on track, and it's between Joshua Scully and that 24 of Kevin Thomas, who is the most recent race winner. Of course, he won the Saturday afternoon race at Martinsville. And he will lose the 10th spot on the high side. So yeah, that high line is just starting to rubber in here. And it looks like the 24 is going to try to battle back and unsuccessfully. Again, the pit window about 32 to 36 laps. So I imagine here as we close in, it's 11 to go, or 12 to go rather. I imagine we are closing in on the pit stops, and you see there's the battle for 4th on track. I thought it would be the 17 and the 52 that would battle it out, but it's the 17 and the 13 that are going to battle it out here. As Carter Joey is looking to get around the 17 of Dylan Ibrahimian. And it looks like he'll be able to do it, so essentially it's now a 2-lane racetrack now with all the rubber that's been built up, which is pretty impressive. As you see, we already got some pit stops happening. The 52 and of course the 17 who just got passed, he's coming in. Maybe thought, you know what, I just got passed, we're not running as quick as we could, let's get some fresh tires and try to make another run at it. And here comes the 99 and the 28. Is anybody else going to stay out? And it looks like the 6 and the 9 will, so Casey Naneko and Tim Randolph will now battle it out. And we got 9 laps to go. The 6 tried to cut down and didn't see the 9 there. But Casey Naneko will hold on to the lead for the time being. And now here they come. See Mitchell Collins out and away. Will he beat the leaders back around? There's the 51, there's the 13. The 28's getting up to speed still. He might have a shot with them on cold tires. See there, Mitchell Collins to the high side, and he will get the 28 of Austin Horton for now. And here we go. I think we're going to have some lap traffic in the way here. As the 99 will cycle back out to the race lead. There is the 10 of Hillary Sanchez. Last place, I believe, right now. 35th, rather. And in a moment, I might be ready. Yeah, we're going to declare it. It is a lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's Angriness. And now it's going to bring Mitchell Collins right into the picture. Right to the bumper goes the 52. Can he make a run? He thought about it, but it was a little too late. And you see what the 99's able to do now, or not able to do, with all that dirty air in front of him. 5 to go. Here goes Mitchell Collins. Not this time. We're going to come to 4 laps to go this time. Does Max Anderson have enough? Here comes the 52, winding up once again. Coming to 3 to go this time. He's going to have to drive it in deep to make the run. There he goes. Side by side for the lead. And he just can't stick it down there. Will he try to drive it deep into turn 3? Oh, he did, but the 99 shut the door on him. 2 laps of racing to go. And it's just heating up. Here goes Mitchell Collins once again. He won't get it. And Austin Horton is right here too. It's shaping up to be a good final lap coming up here. We come to take the white flag. 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. And Mitchell Collins is in the running. He made a look inside, and again the 99 shuts the door. Here he goes to turn 3 and 4. Inside. And they're going to come off of turn number 4. Mitchell Collins has a run, but it won't be enough. Max Anderson wins at Richmond. You gotta give Mitchell Collins credit, though. He sure made it interesting coming to the finish. He just didn't have enough of a run out of turn 4. And Max Anderson will get the win here today on the short off week here. These guys now have 6 days to prep, as they will head off to Dover for a Sunday showcase. And congratulations again to Max Anderson, the winner here today, and Mitchell Collins, oh so close. The caution's out, but of course it's post-race. It didn't impact the finish. So we want to thank you for watching, and we will see you back here hopefully tomorrow and Wednesday for the Lift National and the Gel Cup races. But if not, we will see you here on Sunday morning for the Hitachi Truck Series race from Dover. Until then, goodbye everyone.